everybody! It's me, Hannah Pang here, and I'm back with another read-along video. To read you more of Beauty and the Beast. So, without further ado, let's head on to the 19th chapter of Beauty and the Beast. Chapter 19, Encore. The next day, Beauty rose early and continued to explore the palace. As she walked through the grand rooms, she discovered an aviary. It was a marvelous glass structure filled with hundreds of colorful birds of all sizes and kinds, from talking parrots to lovebirds to sparrows and hummingbirds. Beauty found the creatures to be as enchanting as their surroundings. There were beautiful trees, bushes, shrubs, and birdhouses for them to live in. The birds sang joyful tunes. Beauty welcomed their happy chirping as a pleasant diversion to the hours she spent alone at the palace. In fact, the birds were so friendly that some of them landed on Beauty's hand when she extended it. "How lovely to hear your pretty song," she said to the little bird. She said to the little birds that seemed to sing just for her. "How nice it will be to have you closer to my chamber," she thought. In the aviary, Beauty passed a looking glass. In it, she saw the handsome young man again. This time, he extended his hand to her. A small bird was perched on his finger. She peered into the glass and reached out to touch the image, but it disappeared again. She wondered who the stranger was and whether he needed her help. Beauty left the aviary and went through another doorway. To her surprise, she was near her own apartment. The aviary and all of its wonderful singing birds were close to her room. After all, somehow the Beast had provided for her happiness yet again. She was confused by his actions, but glad that he seemed to care about her happiness. Beauty's curiosity compelled her to look for the young man. She decided to secretly try to find him. While she explored the Beast's castle, tired from her long day, Beauty returned to her apartment. She lay down on her bed and drifted off to sleep. In her dream, the young man appeared to her, waking in time to dress for dinner. Beauty sat on the dressing table in her room, looking in the mirror. She wished to see her father's image again, but it did not appear. She was becoming more concerned for him. On her way to the dining hall that night, Beauty passed the portrait gallery. Among the pictures was a portrait of a king, and beside it one of a queen. Elegant monarch stared down at Beauty. What a surprise for Beauty when she realized that the queen in the picture and the woman whose image she had seen in the mirror near the room were the same person. But what does it all mean? She wondered. Then Beauty heard the horrible sound of the beast approaching. Since she was still a little frightened of him, she quickly ran to the dining room. The beast joined her there, and watched her dine just as he had done the night before. Beauty, will you marry me? He asked again. And when she had finished, no, Beast, I cannot, Beauty answered sincerely, just as she had answered him the night before. Ah! He cried pitifully. Leaving the room, Beauty went to her bedchamber, troubled by the beast's deep sadness. She wondered how she could ease his suffering. I must find out who that young man is, Beauty whispered. Perhaps he can tell me why the beast is so sad, and explain all of these puzzles. Earlier, the magic mirror had shown that her sisters were to be married soon, and her brothers were well employed. Beauty's concern for her family had been eased somewhat, but she was deeply troubled by her father's sadness. Tired from the day's adventures and by her own anxieties, Beauty fell into a deep sleep. What do you think will happen next? We'll find out more in the 20th chapter, and I will see you all tomorrow.